Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is for you, Governor Hogan. It's for your inauguration. It's a mail receipt. You got another one from 2016. It's a movie and a documentary about you, Governor. We talking about being black in white America. We talking about being black in Baltimore. We talking about being black in Maryland. And this story is about you, Governor Hogan. It's all about Governor Hogan. And it's about the Democratic Party. It's about mass incarceration. It's about your war on drugs. It's about opioids. You feel me? Because I'm sticking true to what I started with. So we're going to have a table talk conversation. And this is for your inauguration. Like Martin, we got social issues, mass incarceration in our prison industry. And we're going to talk about the role that the pulpit plays in this. You know what I'm saying? I had to reshoot the footage in 2018 that y'all took from me in 2010. So I got all this footage put together. And it's about ceasefire. It's about ending the war on drugs. It's a table talk conversation. We're talking about ceasefire from 2006. You feel me? That's Governor O'Malley. That's Governor Quinn. Governor Blagojevich. They're threatening to kill us. We're talking about murder and the death in the communities behind the war on drugs. And we're going to show you the role that the state's attorney plays in it. You feel me? We're going to show you legal documentation about being black in America, the rights that you're supposed to have versus the rights that you don't have. This is for Mayor Kathleen Pugh when y'all come to the Annapolis in February. This is for the Baltimore City delegation. This is for the Baltimore County delegation. Because I'm a Baltimore City resident. Senator Antonio Hayes, he got this. I am Dred Scott. There's a movie about your courts and your corruption in your courts. We don't need another hero. But since y'all elected me a hero, I'm putting my heroism on the table. Everything that I've been doing in the community. That's 2009. That's 2016. You feel me? And this storybook goes from 1857. Look around, David said. We dying out here. And what are our options? We need to pull together and be a community. I'm trying to be that person. Block parties, which gains popularity in the inner cities and neighborhoods across the country during the 70s. Yeah, I do block parties. I do all that. I feed the homeless. I do so much good in the hood. That's what I call it, the good in the hood. So I broke you down. For the 2019 session, I broke you down. We're going to talk about mass incarceration in your prison industry because those are my pet peeves. The courts is my pet peeves. The corruption in the courts is my pet peeves. You feel me? So I documented everything that I was doing. And I've been doing this since President Bush. You feel me? Dear President Bush, I'm a Baltimore City resident. City, county, state, and federal levels. I inform my president, the courts, and the elected officials on those levels. I went straight to President Bush. I hope this letter catches you in good health and spirits. I've been writing to you for the last 18 months. I was illegally arrested and held falsely on charges. You feel me? And I broke you down on a criminal enterprise. The best of Baltimore, 2016. Y'all voted me Baltimore's best for a reason. Because I stand up against racism. I stand up against injustice. I stand up against corruption. I stand up for those that can't stand up for themselves. The criminalization of poverty. You feel me? We're going to talk about the criminalization of poverty and who created this machine. We're going to talk about Governor O'Malley and his machine that he created for this. And we're going to go to the cogs in the wheel of the machine. Shellenberger should have done this back in 2008. I asked for a federal and state audit on Jake's Grill, and that's what I'm going to get in 2019. You're going to give me back what belongs to me. You feel me? Because you held me illegally. You created this situation. You slandered my name. You called me a terrorist. So since you called me a terrorist, I'm going to terrorize you with the truth. You feel me? The truth will set you free. That's my store on Falls Road. And my store was financing my activism in my movie, Letters Design. I had 13 movies, 14 movies in all. And one of the movies was about Governor O'Malley and his political machine that he created. Senator Cardin, Mikulski, Kathleen Pugh, Kurt Anderson. Your political machine, the 52 politicians, judges, and lawyers you had in your pocket. You feel me? And that machine that you created was about Mass incarceration, zero tolerance, stop and frisk. You feel me? That's what it was about. So to expose it, I had to contact y'all about it. That's my AOL account, Bobby Zirkin. Didn't you write Senate Bill 122? That's Governor O'Malley's stop and frisk reinvented. You feel me? And didn't all y'all sign off on that? For the 2018 session, didn't y'all sign off on the same bill that locked up all of Baltimore? Y'all signed off on that. And the movie was about y'all. It was about the elected officials. You feel me? So I've got table talking, table conversation. We're going to talk about President Bush. We're going to talk about Chief States Attorney Marilyn Mosby, who been denying me access to the grand jury for 4 years. It's going to be, what, 2016 when she came in? She ran again, 14? Yeah, you've been avoiding this for a long time. You got legal obligations. And the Baltimore City delegation, Baltimore County delegations, I want access to the grand jury, and I want Scott Shellenberger disbarred. I want all this information put on the table. Mayor Stephanie Rollins Blake is part of O'Malley's machine. You feel me? You're part of O'Malley's machine, so we're going to have a federal investigation. Because I contacted President Bush, too. He asked for the investigation. Just like Dred Scott, do blacks have rights in white America? Well, we about to find out. And we're going to make sure that the world get to see this. Because I'm coming to Annapolis with these tables. Getting ready to finish these tables, and you seen the TV. You feel me? We're going to have table talk conversations. And we're going to have to show you the role that the media played in this. That's 2005, dog. Employees spend summer. That's my business on Falls Road. This business is worth $2.6 million. And we're going to have an audit. 2016, Baltimore's best Baltimorean. No matter what you did to me, I'm still Shorty. You feel me? I'm still Shorty. Baltimore's best. I'm the best at what I do. I'm also a member of Out for Justice. It's an ex-felon program. You feel me? And the Shorty program is an ex-felon program. It's a reentry program. It's the Underground Railroad. Like when I talk about Fox 45, talk to Michael Beeston III, executive, all right? Call him, contact him, get all my information I gave him. You feel me? Go to Renee Whitehead's Whitehead Barbershop. You can't go to Artist Yancey because he dead. Artist Yancey dead. Can't go to Eddie Washington because he dead. You feel me? But you can go to Lake County. I keep all this. You feel me? Go to the Zion Police Department. Get all my videos and information I've been sending them. Because I'm going to publicly shame y'all. I'm going to publicly shame y'all in 2019. We're going to show the black faces carrying out a white agenda, Jim Crow. 2019, Letters to Zion coming out. 2019, The Truth coming out. 2019, Take a Shot because we having a conversation. You feel me? 2019, Sam Cunningham has evidence. Sam Cunningham's mother has evidence. I testified in front of the Lake County Board when I got out of jail. Y'all held me illegally for 186 days. And that's a Jailhouse Diary going to expose the corruption in Lake County, Illinois. The Jailhouse Diary I got here in Maryland going to expose the corruption in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. I'm going to get 3 cities with 1 toilet. I'm going to get 3 cities with 1 toilet. You feel me? I testified in front of the Lake County Board when I got out of jail. If you get the minutes from the Lake County Board in June of 2008, it'll show you that I was exposing the corruption. I was a filmmaker. I'm a whistleblower. Dog, I'm an activist. Read this. 2009, Division of Parole and Probation. Miss Humphreys. Enclosed, you will find a copy of the court order explaining that conditional discharge in Illinois is reporting probation. All right, I had a non-reporting in Illinois when I came back in 2008. I didn't have no drug classes, no alcohol, none of that. That meant I could smoke weed, all that. You feel me? Because I was talking about the war on drugs. That's my public defender, Mr. Bailey. And I exposed the role that they play in this too. Because your public defenders in Lake County, Illinois sell out black, Hispanic, and poor whites. They sell them into slavery. That's why your prison industry and you built that new prison. I was trying to sue y'all for $2.5 billion and y'all locked me up so I couldn't file a lawsuit. It's all on court records. It's all in the paperwork and it's all in the movie. You use your positions of power to deny me access to the court in Illinois and in Maryland because I was making a movie about the courts. The movie was about the courts, and I was talking about the judges and the lawyers that get paid to lock black America up. We're talking about the war on drugs, the illegal war on drugs, mass incarceration under the 13th Amendment. Y'all got mad because I got Chucky on my side, because Chucky don't never die. You feel me? And I'm going to use a lot of dumbass shit to get my message out. You have a right to vote. You not only have a right to vote, you got a right to run for office. You also got a right to be represented in court. Those are criminal articles of criminal law. All right? And I filed a criminal case against Scott Shellenberger in the state of Maryland. I'm the victim here. You feel me? I'm the victim. You took my property. You kidnapped me. You labeled me a terrorist. That's defamation of character and libelous statements by the state. That's a violation of my civil rights. Under Title 18, Section 241. You feel me? These are violations by the state to keep mass incarceration alive. Nobody ever put mass incarceration to the test. I contacted Chief Justice Roberts. I contacted President Bush. I contacted Obama. And they asked for an investigation. I'm the subject of the investigation. That's Frank Conway. Because Frank Conway destroyed the evidence. See that? Civil division. I had a $54 million lawsuit, and y'all destroyed the evidence that was going to expose the corruption in your courts. You feel me? Dated right there, December 10th, 2010. I was coming after your money. Baltimore Rewired. I was making a movie about y'all. Theft, credit card theft, identity theft. You feel me? Civil rights, Mr. Snowden. Remember when he got caught in the park with that homosexual, that transgender? Remember when we got caught with the DUI? And now y'all got him as the head of the NAACP or the Martin Luther King out in Annapolis? Mr. Snowden. Yeah. Eric Holder. Judge Bell. Judge Holland. Frank Conway. Movie's called Baltimore Rewired. We're going to talk about your war on drugs. That's Shorty Davis. You feel me? Out for justice. And it ain't going to just be us. 2019, you're going to see me in Annapolis. You're going to see me in Annapolis. And we're going to talk about my community service. When did I become a terrorist? Because this says nothing but positive things about Shorty. That's Johns Hopkins University. You feel me? When did I become a terrorist? Because I did nothing but good things in the community. I do nothing but positive things in the community. So when did I become a terrorist? I work with Pets on Wheels. You feel me? They call me Shorty. I've been the same Shorty since 1997. To whom it may concern, Mr. Davis. This is Enterprise Car Rental. I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman, Governor Hogan. I'm a black businessman. I am Dred Scott. You're going to give me my property back. That's Shorty's Pit Beef 2003. I'm going to give you 20 years of Shorty. Dining Out card will be published. 2,500 influential people. I work for 85% of the richest people in this state with my catering. This is a Baltimore City police officer. You feel me? Since 1997, to whom it may concern, has catered for my family and friends. I did parties at the FOP. Y'all was like 20% of my package because I work for the police, states, attorneys, and judges. The movie was about the states, attorneys, and the judges. I work for the Oreos. Feel me? Shorty's Pit Beef and Rib Shack. Shorty's was my financing my movie. You took my financing from me. But now you're going to have to give me my money back. Money back. You give me my money back, my movie coming out. My movie come out, you going to jail. A lot of y'all going to jail. Whoever participated in the fraud going to jail. That's Senator Kelly. Shorty's Pit Beef. That's Senator Kelly. They in the movie. Frank and Janet Kelly. Those are my clients. You feel me? And they videotaped for my movie, a promo for the movie. You feel me? And like I said, the movie was about the courts, Office of the Governor, Springfield, Illinois, city, county, state, and federal levels. Rod Blagojevich. If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can O'Malley. If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Hogan. So can Pugh. Jail built for man. Man wouldn't built for jail, so man, you can go to jail too. Mr. Davis, thank you for taking time with Governor Blagojevich. Judiciary Inquiry Board. And that's where I'm going with this, the Judiciary Inquiry Board. Governor Hogan has information and refuses to answer because if he answers, it's going to open up Pandora's box. So the movie this year is going to be all about Governor Hogan, his refusal to give black people access to the court. Governor Blagojevich, Governor Hogan. Judiciary Inquiry Board, denial. So 2019, I'm coming to Annapolis and I'm asking for access to the grand jury. I'm asking to access the grand jury and to disbar Scott Shellenberger for false imprisonment, for lying to the grand jury. You feel me? For abusing his prosecutorial discretion. I want Shellenberger disbarred. Out for justice. It ain't going to be just us. We're going to open up the courts in 2019. And then we're going to go to the FBI. That's Zion, Illinois. That's my address in Zion, Illinois. Special Officer Jason, I am writing you this letter to follow up on an individual, all right? 2007, Chicago Field Office. I got my paperwork in order because the devil is in the detail. And I got all my detail. I got it all. Public defender, lawyer, same. Feel me? It's about the $15,000 y'all stole from me in 1986. $15,000 at 30% interest over 40 years. That's a nice piece of money. This case was reversed and remanded. That means that you got to give me a new trial or pay me what you owe me. Coming after your money. You took my truck, my computer. You acknowledged the fact that you stole my truck because you gave me a $900 refund on the truck. That was on the taxes. I asked for an audit. I didn't ask for the money. I want an audit. You're acknowledging that you committed fraud right there. Money means fraud. That's my property. Criminalization of poverty, remember? That's Governor O'Malley. Like I said, this is about Governor O'Malley. Governor Hogan got the letter. Governor O'Malley got a letter. Dwayne Davis, Falls Road. Governor Hogan got a couple letters. Same way I wrote O'Malley. This is my third letter. I wrote you 3 letters. We're going to keep this legit. Then I'm going to attempt to encourage all Americans not to pay their taxes. Yeah. Why should we pay taxes and we don't get equal representation? I asked for an audit. You need to audit me from 2007 to now. And then when you audit me from 2007 to now, it's going to expose the corruption in your courts. Because money counts itself. You took money from me illegally when I was incarcerated illegally. That's fraud on the court. Look at Operation Greylord. Racketeering and fraud. That's a juror ID. I, Dwayne G. Davis, respectfully approached the court of Chief Judge Cox Administration in Baltimore County. You feel me? Title 18, Section 42, criminal charges. You feel me? Kidnapping, theft. Yeah, I filed them charges. And Governor Hogan got them. Brian Frost has it. Scott Shellenberger got it. Bernstein got it. Mosby got it. The state prosecutor got it. You're going to have to give me justice one way or the other because like I said, the movie's about Governor O'Malley in the prison industry, and I use my catering to do it. These are legalized mail receipts. That means that you have to answer and respond to that mail. That's Peter Francott. That's me, Shorty. You feel me? That's Amnesty International because I'm taking this to the world court. I'm gonna let the world see what being black in America is about. I'm just not a cook, cuz I'm an activist and I'm active in my community. We having a table talk conversation. I'm fighting for our lives, yours, mine, and ours. Like I said, money count itself. That's Peter Francott. We need a federal and a state audit on Jake's Grill since 2008.
We got to start from January 1st, 2008 to January 1st, 2019. Dred Scott, do blacks have rights? Well, Congressman Cummings been holding this out for a long time. U.S. Code, misrepresentation of a felony. Whoever having knowledge of actual commission of a felony, and y'all all got knowledge of it because the state of Maryland took the forged checks. A federal and state audit. Like I said, Judge Cox has my grand jury request. And Al Redmer has my insurance complaint. Al Redmer has my insurance complaint because I was insured. And Judge Turnbull has my first request to have Shellenberger disbarred. I'm an independent filmmaker. That's it. I'm making a movie about the war on drugs. N62528. I'm the only man that ever went to jail for turning in guns and drugs to the police at the police station to stop the war on drugs. You want to stop the murder and the violence in the community? And the war on drugs. I'm an independent filmmaker. I'm a black Republican. Al Redmer has my information and my evidence. Eric Holder has my information and my evidence. The movie is about this, a legal notice. Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and Lake County. 3 cities tied together. State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. That's the case. You feel me? And this is the property that you stole from me that was exposed into corruption. Pollard towing. Right here. The entire contents of the defendant's vehicle, a 1999 Chevy Suburban. If you gave me my taxes on the Chevy Suburban, then you got to pay me for the Chevy Suburban. That's $6,000. The contents of the Chevy Suburban were worth $100 million. It was 13 different movies. And Governor Hogan got it. So at your inauguration, make sure that you see, we talk about it. Because I'm going to be publicly speaking about it. You feel me? We believe in change in the community. Well, right here it says right here, thank you for your recent correspondence to the Chicago office. You feel me? Thank you. Please allow 30 to 60 days for an investigation. I'm the subject in investigation. You feel me? That's Kerry Cogwa. That's President Obama's secretary. I was kidnapped. So I'm supposed to get an investigation about my kidnapping. Movie's going to expose it because the movie's going to show Hogan's role in it. Receive 2008. Remember Attorney Disciplinary Committee, Chicago? Althea Welch? Yeah, we're going to play all this. Because like I said, I got a reentry program. I was making a movie. This Table Talk Conversation. The movie's about mass incarceration in your prison industry. It's about the illegal war on drugs. That's a war on the black community. I gave you a reentry program. I gave you more than a documentary. I gave you my life. You feel me? School store. Because now I'm teaching it in the schools. I'm getting this education. And we're going to show you the role that y'all play in it. Because like I said, everybody knows Shorty. So make sure we tell this story. This table talk conversation, because like I said, I am Dred Scott. We're going to show you about mass incarceration in your prison industry and how you bring slavery back. We're going to show you about being black in America. That's Baltimore City delegation. That's Baltimore County delegation. Those are the criminal charges. 2019, I want this case in front of the grand jury. 2019, I want my property back. 2019, you got to compensate me for my losses. If you deny me, you know me on earth. If you deny, you know me in heaven. I might not make it to heaven. So I'm going to give you hell until I get what belongs to me. I'm fighting just like Martin would. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. And they're going to pay attention to mass incarceration and your prison industry. They're going to pay attention to the 2019 session. They're going to pay attention to what I got to say. Because when I mic check the room, people pay attention. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. And they're going to pay attention to being black and white America. We're going to have a table talk conversation at your inauguration.